everyone. Thank you for coming back to my lecture series. It's called How to Make Reading Fun and Educational for Children. I love reading. Reading is such a fun way to teach vocabulary, to teach just basic how to use the book. There's so many things you can do with learning how to read, as long as the parent and the child thinks it's fun. So if you haven't had a chance to get to know me yet, my name is Liz Patton. I am the owner and speech language pathologist at Healthy Speech Solutions. It's an online speech therapy practice designed to help children and adults in speech therapy. So today we are going to be talking about vehicles. That's what it's called. It's a very basic, simplistic book. It's created by Rebecca Weerasekera. It is very basic. There's only a single word on the page, and there's very basic images of animals interacting with modes of transportation. A lot of parents look at a book like this and are like, there's not a lot to the page. Am I just going to read car? Am I just going to read scooter? That's really boring. How is my child going to want to read that? But it doesn't have to be that way. You can actually use something that's so simplistic that doesn't even have words on the page, and you can elicit language. And that's what we're going to be talking about. Sometimes an easier, more simplified book is almost easier to get the child engaged in the activity. Who would have thought, right? So, what can reading teach? What can we learn from using vehicles specifically? Okay, and remember, these skill sets can transfer to other books that are very simplistic as well. So of course, there's a single word on the page. Let's do some word imitation. Look, it's a boat. Say boat. Letter awareness. If there's not a lot of letters on the page, have them point to a word on the page. It's just car. Have them point to the C in car. This is a really great and fun activity in order to get them interacting with one on the pages. These pages actually have a lot of texture. You may not be able to tell, but it's uneven. It feels rough in certain spots to get the child to want to touch the book. So we can do textures and really getting them interacting with the book to a whole new level where they're touching it and it feels different than the rest of the page. That can be intriguing. We can talk about all the different basic colors that they're using in the book. We can talk about who, where responses. Who is in the tractor? Who is in the plane? Where is the plane? They could say on the floor. Is it on the floor, or do you think it's somewhere else? Oh, it's in the sky. So now you're teaching who and where questions from a book that is so basic, so cool. You can teach anything from any book you have. Now here is my example here. So looking at this. Okay, it does look kind of boring to look at. I mean, it says boat, it says boat, and it says plane. Yeah, okay, there's not much to it. But really, there's not really too much to it. But really, let's make this interesting, okay? Maybe we want to have the plane have a little sun there. Maybe make the picture a little bit more intriguing. But really, what it matters is that looking at it and saying, okay, look at this. I see, what is that? And they could say, plane. Or if they don't know it's a plane, you could say, oh, I see a plane flying in the sky. What is that? And they could say, plane. Or you just say plane. And then you could say, who is in the airplane? And you could point to one of the characters to help guide them that who's referring to a person. They could say a turtle. Who is on the airplane? Who's sitting in the airplane here? I don't know. Is that a dinosaur? No, that's Toucan Sam. A bird. Say bird. Who is the pilot? So we're teaching complex vocabulary. Pilot as opposed to just saying animal. Who is flying the plane? It's an elephant. It's an elephant. So now we're trying to work on who, but we could say where. Remember, where is a location question. Where is the airplane? You could say, oh, they're on the ground. No, an airplane isn't on the ground. Look at all of these cool clouds that I see in the sky. These are the clouds in the sky. So where's the plane? Oh, the plane's in the sky. And so you can show them all the clouds that you have. You can show, I obviously put this there, but you can show the sun. But I mean, it's about interacting with the page to give the child hints and clues where the location of everything is, that this plane is in the air. So this one, for example, so basic. I'll change it up a little bit. So where are they? Or where is she? I could say, or he. And you could say, oh, are they in the road? No, silly, they're on a boat. Oh, they're on a boat. Where do you ever find a boat? And maybe let's say in a grocery store. Do you see a boat in the grocery store? Do you see a boat on the road? Do you see the boat in the ocean? And you can target that to try to get them to say ocean, which is pretty cool. It's literally also just from just looking at a boat, you know. Who is on the boat? And they could say tiger, or you could say, look, I see a tiger on the boat. What sound does a tiger make? A tiger goes, roar. And then you can say, who is that? And then you can try to get them to say tiger. Really, now we got to talk about these letters. We haven't talked about the letters yet. Tell me, where is the word on the page? Right there. Nice job. Can you tell me, where is the T? I'm going to find the T. It's right there. Good. What sound does the T make? Ta. Great job. What sound does a B make? Ba. So you just made it a fun and engaging way now to teach letter awareness. And exactly the same exact things that we can do here, okay? We can absolutely do the same thing here. We can talk about the different, we can talk about the different letters that are on the page. We can talk about where is a word on the page, right? Down here, where are the words on the page? We can talk about who is in the tractor, right? We could talk about where do you see a tractor? Do you see the, and if they don't know, you can give them a choice. So where do you see a tractor? Do you see a tractor in a farm? Or do you see a tractor in a bowling alley? And they may say bowling alley and you just move them back to a farm, but you say, look, the cow is at the farm. Where is the cow? He's at the farm. Who is in the tractor? So super basic pictures, and we're teaching complex ideas, okay? And if you really want to get risque and you have a child who's doing really well with who, what, where questions, you can ask why. Why is the cow in the tractor? What do you think he's doing? And maybe you can get him to say that he's trying to help grow produce, you know, help grow fruits and vegetables. So you can get creative. And what I really love about this is that we could even look at the zebras. There's 2 zebras. So we could even like mix in some grammar. I see 1 zebra, or I see 2 zebras. Say zebra. And don't forget, these are really vibrant colors. So we can talk about what the color of the helicopter is. We can talk about what the color of, say, the black wheels are, because there's just such vibrant colors that are in these books that it's a fun and easy way to introduce colors as well while we're reading. So I hope everyone has found my lecture to be extremely helpful. How to make reading fun and educational using really, really basic books to really elicit a lot of language development. So if anyone has any questions, please reach out to me at healthyspeechsolutions.com or at Liz at I need speech therapy. Liz at healthyspeechsolutions.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of their day, and I hope keep an eye out for the rest of my series. Bye.